Hey there. Hello, welcome back. Um, the lighting is not really good. Let me see. I think it's better. Yeah, so today we are continuing our Sophie Scarf. So in this live, we will be finishing our Sophie Scarf, hopefully. So keep watching to find out how it turns out in the end. So we have this row counter. So we were at row 4, so we'll continue from there. So right now we are on row 4. Let's go. So about yesterday's live, things were not going really well. So I only went live for about 30 minutes. And then I had to end my live because nothing was showing to my audience. So I had to end it. So maybe we did 2 decreases in yesterday's live in 30 minutes. So that's all we could do yesterday. So today, I hope that we complete this in this live. So Sophie Scarf will be completed. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, row 5. So I am sitting beside a window because I think that natural lighting is always the best. But today the weather is cloudy, and so we have no sunlight. So yeah, I think it's less bright today, but that's fine. We could work with that. So this is our 5th row, and on our 8th row we will be decreasing, as you all know. So first we increased, and when we reached halfway we started to decrease with the same pattern that we used for increasing. So every 8th row we will be decreasing now that we have started the decreasing process. I've realized that when I'm talking I knit with very low speed, but when I stop talking my speed gets faster. I was thinking that maybe I should complete this off camera and I should end it like 2 or 3 decreases on the live. That's what I thought. But then I realized that I started it with you guys, so I'm going to end it with all the process in front of you guys. So I did not do anything off camera. Yesterday I did two increases off camera because I wanted to start the reverse side of the Sophie scarf. So that's what I had to do. But today I did not touch it off camera. So I go live almost every day. I wish to not skip a day, but whenever I don't feel good, I feel sick, I take a day off. So I think that's fine. We all need a day off. But what you have to do is you have to subscribe to my channel. So whenever I go live, you know that I'm live. It just sends a notification to your phones. It just tells you that Crocheting with Anne is live, so you have to join when you subscribe. So make sure to subscribe and like this live and also share it with your friends. I personally have friends who like to see the crochet or the knitting videos sometimes only, but I don't have friends that crochet or knit. One friend I do have, but she's so busy with her kids, so she does not find any time to do any of this. So you know what I did wrong. I did not decrease on the row I was supposed to decrease. So we're going back. Thankfully, I have a good mood today, so I'm not gonna panic. So we are undoing this row, taking back all the the knit stitches, so we can go back to the stitch where we had to decrease. So in decreasing, all we have to do is just drop a stitch. So after every 8 row, after all the 8 rows, we are left with one less stitch. So that's the whole point of decreasing, because you have to let go of the stitches so that you can go to the end of the project. So we decrease on the third row, a third stitch, sorry. So we are going to do 3 more unknits. I don't know if this is a word, but I just made it up. Unknit. That means I am just undoing the work. Oops. I hope I did not do something bad. Anyways, yes, I did something bad. Because the yarn needs to be on this needle, not on this one. So yeah, now we are good. The last stitch. Okay, now we have to slip this third stitch, knit the fourth one, and bring this and drop it off the needle. So there we just did a decrease. The rest of the row we are going to knit till we reach the last 3 stitches of this row. Do not forget to like my video. If you really like or enjoy watching my live, do give it a thumbs up. Okay, so now we are at our last 3 stitches. So we are going to slip them, but purlwise. So purlwise is we bring this yarn to the front of the needle like this, and now we just simply slip these 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3. Now not row 8 but reset and a row 1. So this is the shape that is forming on this side. So let's continue. Hi Nasvi Jejak. I hope I pronounced your name right. Hi, how are you? Thanks for being in my live. I hope you enjoy watching my lives. So this is our first row of the 8-row pattern. So we're gonna go up to the 8th row and then we're gonna reset our row counter and then we have to do it all over again. We have to do the decreases until we are left with only 6 stitches on the needle, because when we have the 6 stitches we can just tie them together to have a finishing. So that's what we want. Row 2. I've noticed that whenever the weather is good and it's windy, not so much windy, but it's it just feels refreshing, and the mood, it just the weather makes the mood, for me at least. So today is one of those days when the weather is exactly how I like it to be. Today is a good day. So I hope that we have all the good vibes on this project and let's finish it. There is this girl, Lynette, that I enjoy talking to. I hope that she also joins my live. I really love her presence. So, yesterday I did something. So, to those who were not in my live yesterday, let me tell you what happened. So, we do 8 rows, and on the 8th row, we decrease or increase. So, yesterday when we started the decreases, I messed up with my counting on this row counter. So, what happens is this button over here is so soft that anyone could like touch it slightly and it would be pressed. So I think something like that happened because there was messed up number of rows that I had. So I ended up on the side where I was not supposed to decrease. So I have marked this stitch marker over here. So I know that every time there is an increase or a decrease, I have to do it on this side. So when I start the row on this side, I have to make a decrease here. So what happened was I ended up on my 8th row and that was starting on this side. And I am not supposed to make a decrease on this side. So I added up one extra row, and in that pattern I did 9 rows in total. So the next time I counted my rows, that 8th row landed exactly on this side. So that made me wonder if I messed up with the rows, and that's the case only. That is logical. So I'm gonna go with that. So every 8th row we end up on the same side, so we don't have to worry about it, about making less or more number of rows. So we're good to go. It's row 5. So when you knit straight, you just have to change sides every time you end a row. And that is the reason I love making something in the round. So when you're making something in round, what you do is you attach both the ends, and that's only when you have that many number of stitches that you can join from this needle to this one. So I like knitting in the round more than I like knitting straight, but it's fun too. It's also a beginner friendly project, so anyone can try this. So the last 3 stitches are the slippy slips. You just have to slip them and not knit them. Row 6. So I'm starting the row 6 now. So if you guys have any questions about knitting or crochet, I also do crochet. So if you have anything to ask, you can ask me in the live chat. I will uh, give you answers by speaking and not typing. So you can ask me anything about my hobby. Row 7. I really love how the stitches turn out to look. Let's just go and finish this. So what time is it in your country? Where are you from? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so now it's our 8th row. See? So I just don't want to forget that I have to make a decrease on this row. Let's just do it. So 2 knits, 1 and 2. Third one is the slip and fourth one is a knit. The slipped stitch has to be dropped. Now the rest of the row is same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last 3 stitches, they just need to be simply slipped. Now reset and row 1. Okay, let's count how many stitches we have. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So now we have 14 stitches. We have to keep working until we have 6 stitches on our needle. So we have to do a lot more decreases. So we have last 3 stitches. We're gonna slip them purlwise. Row 2. So if you notice, we have very less stitches on our needle as compared to when we were at in the middle part. So this is 20 stitches and now we have 14 stitches, so 6 stitches are less. This is progress. So in this live I have done 2 decreases so far. That means we had 16 stitches on our needles when we started this live. And now we are moving forward to our 3rd decrease. Row 3. So what I do is I like to keep all these stitches near to the edge of this needle so that it's easier to knit the stitches. You can have this length of the, what do you say, netting needle long, but this side you have to keep the distance very low, so it's easier to slide off the stitches. So the friend I was telling you about who loves to crochet, she hasn't really started knitting, but she loves to crochet, and she learned like maybe 2 months earlier than I did. I don't know, maybe at the same time in the same year, but she even has two babies, mashallah, now. And before the baby number one, she used to crochet a lot, and she even crocheted a romper for her baby and a sweater. Uh, those are the two things that I've seen, and they were amazing, trust me. But now she's really busy that she just can't have time for her hobbies. Definitely, she has a new baby, and he is how many months old? He was born in December, and it's March. 3.5 months. So yeah, she has a lot of struggles. I do pray for her that things get easier for her. She can do this later in life also, but she has great talent, I must tell you. Maybe someday I'll do live with her. Maybe. So I don't know about this feature in YouTube that you can go live together. I don't know how this works. If any of you know how this works, then let me know. Okay, Anita, you also learned to knit. Thank you so much. Where did you learn from knitting? And what was the first project that you made on the knitting needles? The first project I finished, I would say, on the knitting needles was the beanie. And it was all just knit stitches. I didn't want to go purling because I hated it in the beginning. So when I finished that beanie, it had no stretch because all the stitches were knit stitches, and it was not even a ribbed beanie. So, but yeah, I loved making it, and my speed was good. That was the very first project that made me gain speed because I just knitted it without overthinking that I'm not doing enough or this is not turning out to be good. I just completed it and I was happy. I was really happy that I finished my first knit project. So, what was yours? By the way, this is also beginner friendly project if you wish to try. So the last three stitches we have to slip them purlwise. Now row 7 we are closer to our next decrease, and after that we will have 13 stitches on our needle. So on the next row we are going to decrease. I just don't want to forget it, that's why I'm talking about it. Slip stitches purlwise, row 8, and we have to knit the first 2 stitches and slip the third one. Slip the third one, knit the fourth one, and take this slipped stitch and drop it off the needle. Now knit the rest. Now after we finish this row, we are going to count our number of stitches. It will be 13, but let's just count. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 13. Yes. Guys, if you like my video, give it a thumbs up, because you liking my video would push my video in front of many new people, so I really appreciate it. It's just the best for me if you like it. Thank you. So this is our first row of the next round of 8 rows. Hi Teresa, how are you? Do you also knit or crochet, or do any other type of handcrafts? Knit slip stitches. Row 2. So we have last 3 stitches. Gotta knit them purlwise. Purlwise slips. 1, 2, and 3. So row 3 now. Now it's our row 3. Last 3 stitches. Again slip stitches. Row 4. Row 5. It's getting narrower. it will keep getting narrow after every decrease that we do. Row 6. Wait, guys. I really need some stretches. I just feel like I was sitting for too long. So it's been 37 minutes in this live, and yeah, my legs hurting. But let's just start again. So now on our sixth row, one more row till we do the decrease in our second row. Slip stitches, row 7, so after this decrease we will be having 12 stitches on our needle. That's great. Then after that we have to make 6 more decreases to reach 6 stitches on our needle, and that's what we want. And it's not that when we reach the 6 stitches mark we don't have to do the 8 row pattern. After we reach the 6 stitches on our needle, we will be doing this 8 pattern row one more time, and then we will end up stitching the last few things to do with the Sophie scarf. So now it's our decrease row, so we are going to knit first 2 stitches, slip the third one, knit the fourth one, and then take this slipped stitch and drop it off the needle like so. So now the rest of the stitches we just have to slip them, knit them. Do not slip them, but only the last 3, because if you skip the last 3 slip stitches, this beautiful edge will not be forming. So you have to keep that in mind. I did that in the first time I was knitting a Sophie hood, so that's something I want you to keep in mind. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we have 12 stitches, 6 more decreases to go. With every stitch dropping after every 8 row, we have less and less stitches, so our row end more quickly. So that's a plus point. That's also a reason that our speed increases, because our rows are finishing way faster. 1, 2, and 3, row 2. Turn the work. last 3 stitches, slip, slip, and slip, row 3, slip stitches, 1, 2, and 3. Oops. Now row 4. We are just halfway there to the end. Slip stitches, row 5, slip stitches. Now on our row 6, guys, slip stitches incoming. Here we have the slip stitches now. 3. Now row 7. Yes, thank you so much, Lynette. I was waiting for you. How are you? And it's again your bedtime, right? Lynette, I have a question for you, if you'd like. Would you want to be my moderator in the live videos? I'm really good. I also have a very good weather here, and my mood is really fresh. Feeling so good. So now we have row 8, and here we are going to make a decrease. So Lynette, are you on other social media apps like Instagram or Facebook? Anywhere that you are active on? Thank you so much. So it's just that I can make you a moderator right now. Okay. So you can just decide and tell me later. Because I was thinking to have someone as my moderator. I don't know how that works also. I have to look into it first. But I just have seen so many lives and there are moderators. I don't know how that works. Okay, so guess what? I just forgot to do a decrease. Let's count the stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, I forgot. Let's undo this row. What happened, Lynette? Is everything all right? Hi, good evening, Augustina. What did I mess up? Oh, yeah, I messed up. I almost forgot what were you talking about. Yeah, I mess it up and then it just frustrates me that I have to go back a whole row. But that's fine, we have time. This is the second time that I forgot today. It's better, but maybe 2 days earlier I forgot maybe 6 or 7 times in a row. Like, that was really big. And you know what? When I go back a row, my stitches become tight and I have to struggle to knit that row again. So now the slip stitches. Yes. 2 and 3. Now reset and row 1. Now we have 11 stitches on the needle. 5 more decreases to go. So guys, if you have any questions, do ask me in the live chat. I will surely reply by speaking and not by typing, of course. Augustina, it's evening time at your place, but here it's morning time. It's how much? It's 9:50 a.m. here in Pakistan. Do you think I have to change the time of my life? Maybe some uh like a time where you guys are available, because I see most of my audience is almost about to go to sleep. So if I have to change my time, if I should change my time, do let me know. Oh, 10:50 p.m. there. Yes, it's almost a 24-hour difference. So this is our third row. Slip stitches. Row 4. 9:51 in Canada. Gate. And Mariam from Arizona. Okay, so it's almost nighttime everywhere. So anyone here knows about having a moderator in the live video? Because I don't know much about a moderator. How this works. So Kate, I am knitting a Sophie scarf. So this is a scarf that you wrap around your neck. So it is a pattern by Petite Knit. So I am knitting that. Do you also knit? Hi, Thanto Crochets. So here's one account belonging to Crochets. How are you? And what is the latest project that you crocheted? Oh, so you crochet, Kate. So, how did you start crochet and what was the latest make of yours? Row 6. Cat beanie. Okay, so that was your recent. Actually, before this Sophie Scarf, I made a cat beanie live video also. So that's a really basic thing to make and it's really enjoyable. I really love to make simple things because I can enjoy and relax in that. And whenever I choose the complicated projects, it upgames my skills, but I still love making simple things that I don't have to think about much. Okay. So, what was your first project in crochet? Row 7. My mom taught me when I was 10, and the last thing I crocheted was a baby blanket. Wow, that's great. So, you were 10 years old when you learned how to crochet? That's amazing. And how old are you now? Okay, 64. So, the last time you made a baby blanket, how many years ago was that? It's okay, you will start this sweater soon. I really say this in all my lives that if you crochet or knit, just bring your projects and start knitting or crocheting alongside watching my lives because that way I am doing this project of mine and you can do yours. So that saves a lot of time. Okay, 30 years old. So Lynette, you're 64. That's amazing. All the time I was thinking that you are a young girl. By the way you talk, it's just so amazing, Lynette. So, what do you do? Like, what's your busy routine? Aw, 30 years old. You are 64, but the last baby blanket you made was 30 years ago. That's a lot. And why did you stop making that? Like, what was the reason? Yes, you really are young at heart. Because I just didn't realize you were not young. The way you talk, it's amazing. So you have your phone all day? That's what it is? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Why do we have 12 stitches? We should have 11. What did I do? And I also missed, uh, while I was talking, I missed my decrease on the 8th row. Let's go back. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. That's the best combination, I guess. If I have to do all that, I would do it gladly, honestly. So about me, I feel like I should also tell about myself. About me, I am 28 years old and I am newly married. I wouldn't say newly married, but it's been a year that I have been married, and I love to knit and crochet. That's all I have to say about me. So, Kate, where the work eats sleep, repeat. So, I was wondering, why did you stop taking interest in crocheting? Why was it 30 years ago that you crocheted your baby blanket? Was it for your baby? Okay, so we have undone a row for my daughter. Oh, that's great. I think you should start crocheting again. If you like, I think you should. Because when I am at this young age, I find it so relaxing that I just want to do it. And I honestly, I just don't want to scroll through social media. I just want to sit and do crochet or knitting all day. So it just relaxes the mind. It just takes off all the stresses away and puts your mind in one place. And I like this. This is the best part about knitting and crochet. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Now we have 11 stitches. Okay. That's great. I watched a couple of videos on how to make gloves, and I just couldn't try it. I don't know why it. I just have to try it. I know, but I never gave it a try. So Do you also have your social media where you put pictures of your finished projects so anyone can see? I hope I can see. Okay. That's okay too. But when I started crocheting, the first thing I did was make an Instagram page and start posting. That is not necessary, but I was just too excited to start one. And now I don't post anything over there. I think it's been a month that I didn't post anything. I just I think I'm lazy. But yeah, that's fine. Even if you don't post, you have to make it. You just do it for your own self. Okay, so the last three stitches, three. Okay, row four, slip stitches, and row five. So, Kate, have you ever tried knitting, or you only do crochet? So we are now on our row six. Last three stitches, purlwise slips. Row seven. Slip stitches, one, two, and three. Row eight. Oh, okay. So a crochet is you're best at crochet. That's fine too. Uh, okay, you can go to bed. It was nice chatting with you, Kate. Good night. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I again forgot to do the decrease. Why? Why? It's so frustrating. I think it's the fourth time that I'm doing the same mistake over and over again. Okay, so now we have to do a decrease, slip, knit, and drop it off the needle. Now we have 10 stitches on our needle. Knit all the stitches all the way to the end, and the last 3 stitches have to be slipped but purlwise. 1, 2, and 3. So now we have to reset row 1. Good night, take care. Okay, Lynette, good night. I hope to see you in tomorrow's live. I may not do a live tomorrow, but let's see. Let's just hope that you come in my next live. Good night, take care. Last 3 stitches, slip, slip, and slip. Row 2. We have to do 4 more decreases now. I hope so. Because now we have 10 stitches on our needle, so we need 6 stitches left on the needle. So that makes 4 more decreases. Row 3. Slip stitches. Row 4. Last 3 stitches, slip, slip, and slip. Row 5. So we are knitting our row 5, 5th row. Last 3 stitches are already here. Purlwise slips. Row 6. slip stitches purlwise, row 7, so in the next row I'm going to decrease. I hope that I don't forget. Right now I'm just talking because I do not forget. So the next row is a decrease row, next row is a decrease row. Please don't forget. And 8th row, we have to knit 2 and slip the 3rd stitch, 1 and 2, slip the 3rd, knit 4, take the slipped stitch and drop it off the needle. The rest of the stitches need to be knitted, and the last 3 stitches are purlwise slips. Now reset row 1, so now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 stitches, so 3 more decreases to go. See how many, like it's so narrow that our row is shorter, so it's gonna take us less time to complete it. I hope you really enjoy the end of this Sophie scarf. Slip stitches 1 2 and 3, row 2, last 3 stitches purlwise slips, row 3, already row 3. Again slip stitches and row 4. One, 2 and 3, row 5. Slip stitches again, row 6, yes, that's really amazing. I really want you to try it and do tell me how it feels. You can just make a smaller version if you want something to be finished early, but it really depends. And I'm so glad that you decided to make this one next. Row 7, I hope that I don't forget this decrease as well. So, do you have a color in mind, Lynette, that you are going to make this Sophie scarf with? Okay, so the slip stitches, row 8, knit 2, 1 and 2, slip the third one, knit 4, and put this here, and knit the rest of the stitches. Cross 3 stitches, slip, slip, and slip. So restart and row 1. Hey Aid, how are you? Welcome in my live. And we are crocheting, oh sorry, we are knitting Sophie Scarf, a small one. Last 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3. Row 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 stitches. 2 more decreases we have to do. Last 3 stitches, purlwise slips. Row 3. So we have 5 knit stitches, and then we have to slip the last 3 on our row 4 now. So in the next, after the next decrease, we will have 4 knit stitches and 3 slip stitches. I'm looking forward to that time. Slips, slippy slips. Row 5. We are quickly on our row 6. Lovely. Yes, it is. I'm really glad that you're liking the scarf and the making. I hope I was really clear with how to make this Sophie scarf. So you just make it. Okay, good night, Lynette. See you soon. So the next row is a decrease row. 1, 2, 3, row 8. We are going to knit first 2 stitches. 1, 2, slip the third one, knit the fourth one, and take this slipped stitch over to the fourth stitch and drop it off the needle. So there we did a decrease. So now we have 7 stitches on our needle, and we need to do 1 more decrease to have 6 stitches on our, oops, this was supposed to be a slip stitch. Okay, so now reset, row 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. So we need to drop 1 more stitch And then we will end this Sophie scarf. Last 3 stitches are the slips. Row 2. How quickly a row ends on the 7 stitches. That's really amazing. This is the good part about the Sophie scarf or the Sophie hood, that you get the most happy when it's starting, because you start with very little number of stitches, and when you are ending you have the same number of stitches when you started it. Slip, slip and slip. Row 4. Last 3 stitches again. Slip, slip and slip. Row 5. So after I finish this, I will click some pictures of my Sophie scarf completed, and I'll post on my YouTube. So make sure that you do not miss my post. Give your love on all the posts. So now it's our 6th row. Slip stitches 1, 2 and 3, 7th row. Now again slip stitches, and now in this upcoming row I have to decrease. So it's row 8 now. So this is the last decrease that we are going to do, and after that we are going to repeat that 8 row pattern one more time, and that will be the final time. So 2 knits, the third one is a slip, and then knit, and we have to drop this knit slipped stitch off the needle. So now we have 6 stitches on the needle. Restart row 1. Now we are just going to do this 8 row pattern last time, and then we finish this project. So we have 6 stitches. So these 3 are the knit stitches and these 3 are the slip stitches. So let's do that. This is exactly when I started. I had the same number of stitches. So you bet. So sorry for the interruption. Again slip stitches 1, 2 and 3. Row 3. One, 2, 3, and we have last 3 slip stitches 2 and 3. Row 4. 1, 2 and 3, yarn to the front, 1, 2 and 3, row 5. So we are on our last rows, 3 more rows, and then we'll finish off. 1, 2 and 3, row 6, 1, 2 and 3, row 7. Hi, hello, how are you? We are almost at the end of our Sophie Scarf. I go live every day, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and like my lives and all the other videos. Now this is the last row. So we are not going to make a decrease. Sorry, we are not going to make one decrease, but we are going to make 6 decreases all at once. So let me demonstrate. So we're going to knit 1, sorry, we're going to knit 2, sorry. So now we will take this and we will drop the stitch off the needle like so. We are going to do the same thing again and drop this one. So we're gonna knit, and the last stitch that we knitted has to go off the needle. And again, this stitch has to be dropped now. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Okay, there we go. We're going to do this 2 more times. This is the last time. We are now freeing our project from the needles like this. And now we'll cut the yarn like this. Let's put it away. Now I'm going to take my crochet hook and we'll just do a chain and we'll just tighten it. So this is the end. It looks a bit off and a bit angular because we still have to weave in this end. So when we will weave in, this will have its shape. So now this is the complete look of our Sophie scarf. So these are the 2 ends that I'm going to weave in right now. So we have our darning needle. Let's put it in the needle. Let me just take it off. And we are going to pass it through our hollow I-cord. like this, and we'll cut here. Now the other end. Oops, I have to cut this end because I have messed it up. No worries. Okay, let's do the same thing on this side. Because our I cords are hollow from inside, it's the best way to hide our weave-ins in the I cords. So now I'm going to cut this end, and this is the last step. Let's take this stitch marker off. And guys, pam pam param, this is our Sophie scarf. It's a small size. You can make big ones to the your liking, however you like it. I wanted to make a small one, so here we go. So the thing I wanted to show you earlier was that there's one side that has to be straight, and this is the side that is straight all the way, but this side has the angle. And when we reach the middle part where we stop the increases and we start making the decreases, there's this pointy end. So when you put it on your neck, for example, this is your face and this is your neck, so you put this pointy end here on the upper side, and then you wrap it all around your neck like this. So it looks good. I really enjoyed making this Sophie scarf. If you liked it, you can also try making this. This is a very beginner friendly project. I really hope that you make it and tag me in your Instas or anywhere, even on the YouTube, so I can see how you made it. And that's all for today. Subscribe to my channel. I used to go every day, but now I don't go live every day. So make sure to subscribe so you know when I go live, you will join. You have to join, guys. So let's support each other and subscribe and keep coming back in my live videos. I enjoy talking to you guys, and meanwhile, I make something of the value. So I will put pictures of it on my YouTube post. So make sure to like it. And also, if you have any queries, you can ask me in the comments, anywhere in the comments. So, thanks for watching. Bye.